President Diomaye Faye is on a bold mission to bring Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso back into the ECOWAS fold. But there's a surprising twist that no one saw coming. Faaae's journey is filled with diplomatic maneuvers, unexpected declarations, and a balancing act between regional solidarity and national sovereignty. Stay tuned to uncover all the fascinating details of this unfolding saga. If you love keeping up with African politics and stories, make sure to like, subscribe, and share our channel, The African Web. One of the big promises made by President Diomaye Faye during his presidential campaign was to bring Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso back to the ECOWAS regional bloc. This was a bold and ambitious commitment, aiming to restore unity and cooperation within the West African region. On May 7th, Faye reached out directly to these countries, delivering a heartfelt message. He said, "We must stay united within ECOWAS, make the necessary reforms, and clear up misunderstandings." He also emphasized the importance of the regional bloc, stating, "ECOWAS is a powerful tool for integration, and we all benefit from it." In a show of dedication to his promise, Faye recently made significant diplomatic moves. He visited Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, a key figure in the region, to discuss his vision. During their meeting, President Tinubu expressed his support, saying, "Let's work together to bring our brothers back." Faye responded confidently, "We can talk with them and convince them to return and share our common democratic values." Faye's diplomatic efforts didn't stop there. He traveled to Ghana to meet President Nana Akufo-Addo. In Ghana, President Akufo-Addo praised Faye for his unwavering dedication to ECOWAS. Akufo-Addo expressed hope that Faye could help resolve the pressing issues facing the community. After their meeting, Faye addressed the press, reaffirming his commitment. He said, "ECOWAS is facing tough times, but we will do everything we can to strengthen our integration with a spirit of brotherhood." Faye's words highlighted his determination to reconcile ECOWAS with Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, emphasizing the need for unity and collaboration in overcoming regional challenges. After these meetings, Faye didn't stop. He visited Burkina Faso and Mali and also plans to visit Niger. The goal is clear: to convince these Sahel countries to rejoin ECOWAS. But here's the twist. During his meetings with Malian President Assimi Goïta and Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traoré, Faye made a surprising statement. "I'm not a mediator for ECOWAS," he stated. "I have no mandate from ECOWAS and have never attended their meetings." This was surprising because Faye always seemed like a mediator for ECOWAS. So why did he say this? Was it a tactic to make these leaders listen, or was he afraid? Faye explained that his main purpose was to strengthen ties between Senegal and these nations, not to mediate on behalf of ECOWAS. This clarification came as a surprise to many, as he had been seen as a key figure in the effort to bring Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso back into the regional fold. Accompanied by key ministers, Faye embarked on a mission to solidify bilateral relations and address mutual concerns. During his meeting with Mali's President Assimi Goïta, they discussed a wide range of topics including economic cooperation, cross-border security, and development projects. Faye emphasized the importance of their partnership, saying, "Mali is a crucial partner for Senegal. Our two nations share a history and challenges, and we must work together for stability and prosperity." In Burkina Faso, Faye adopted a similar approach. Rather than pushing for a return to ECOWAS, he focused on fostering cooperation and addressing common interests such as security and trade. He described his visit as a trip of friendship and work, underscoring his genuine intentions. Key topics of discussion included shared security challenges, irregular immigration, human trafficking, and the desire to strengthen trade routes between their capitals, Dakar and Ouagadougou. Faye also emphasized the need to further develop bilateral exchanges and cooperation to enhance economic ties. So, if Faye didn't intend to mediate, why did he tell the Nigerian and Ghanaian presidents that he was committed to reconciling the Sahel nations with ECOWAS? This apparent contradiction puzzled many. Although Faye stated he is not a mediator for ECOWAS, he did express strong support for the bloc's efforts to resolve regional crises, particularly those linked to the countries leaving the group. He explained his nuanced position to Malian state radio, mentioning that he had raised the issue of staying in ECOWAS with President Goïta. "I understand the Malian position, which although rigid, is not totally inflexible." Faye diplomatically noted, suggesting that while Mali's stance was firm, there might be room for dialogue. This approach highlights Faaae's diplomatic finesse. He seeks to build strong bilateral relationships while subtly supporting ECOWAS's broader goals. His strategy involves respecting the sovereignty of each nation and recognizing their right to make independent decisions, all while encouraging a spirit of regional solidarity and cooperation. This balancing act aims to maintain harmony within the region, ensuring that while countries pursue their own paths, they remain connected through shared goals and mutual respect. Faaae also discussed ECOWAS with Ibrahim Traoré and received a similar response. I understand today that the positions are somewhat fixed, but I see a window of opportunity to establish a dialogue, he said. From the words rigid and fixed, we can conclude that both Mali and Burkina Faso refused to change their minds. To show that President Diomaye Faye was being diplomatic, his next statement says, each country should play an active and independent role in solving its own problems while benefiting from regional support. Here, he clearly referred to ECOWAS, or the Alliance of Sahel States, AES. Faye added that it is important to respect the sovereignty of each nation and support local initiatives for peace and stability. This statement was directed at ECOWAS, urging the bloc to respect the sovereignty of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso and allow them to make their own decisions, even if it means leaving the bloc. President Faye then called for regional solidarity and cooperation, stressing that the stability of our region depends on our ability to work together. We must join forces to tackle common challenges like terrorism, climate change, and poverty. This is diplomacy at its finest. Clearly, Faye is trying to keep everyone happy. By visiting the Nigerian and Ghanaian leaders before heading to the Sahel countries and assuring them of his commitment to reconciling the Sahel nations with ECOWAS, Faye is projecting himself as a regional leader dedicated to growth and development. However, he also made sure not to step on the toes of the military juntas in Mali and Burkina Faso by publicly declaring that he is not a mediator for ECOWAS. Instead, he focused on strengthening diplomatic ties between Senegal and these two nations. This move was a significant blow to ECOWAS, leaders who saw Faye as someone committed to reconciling ECOWAS with the Sahel nations. Since Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso announced their withdrawal from the bloc in January, ECOWAS has been trying to make them reverse their decision. The departure of these three countries significantly impacts the regional bloc, considering they contribute almost 12% of the regional GDP and represent 17.4% of its 425 million inhabitants. To show how important these countries are to the bloc, just a month after their announcement, the three AES countries obtained a partial but significant lifting of the sanctions and trade measures imposed on them after their coups. These sanctions had greatly affected regional trade. So what will ECOWAS do next? It's hard to say, but it looks like Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger might not return. Just a few days ago, Mali's Prime Minister invited ECOWAS members to join the AES, an alternative to ECOWAS. If the Alliance of Sahel States is already welcoming new members, it seems these countries won't be shutting it down anytime soon. It will be fascinating to see how ECOWAS, with its 5-decade history, handles this situation. What do you think will happen? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.